Hello and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the YouTube channel, people. And yeah, this is your Aston Villa versus West Ham United match preview in FA Cup third round. Graham Potter's first game. And yeah, it's going to be an interesting one as he's had one training session. But listen, make sure to leave a like on the video. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. And yeah, we're trying to hit 1K this year. And this should be interesting. This should be interesting, just because we don't know what's going to happen. We don't know what kind of teams he's going to pick. We don't even know who's fit right now. We don't even know who's available at this current moment in time. Obviously, in the Man City game, Tadibo got injured. Obviously, we know Bowen's out. We know Bowen's out. Surprisingly, he's already running on a treadmill though, so he might be back. I don't know, February. Let's say February. He might be back a few weeks earlier. I'm just guessing. I'm guessing at this point, but regardless, he's not going to come back anytime soon. He's not going to be back for Fulham or Crystal Palace in the back-to-back home fixtures that we have. However, back to this game, we don't know if Potter's going to, line up with a strong team straight away. I'd imagine they'll be somewhat strong, just depending on who's available and stuff. Um, I still have a feeling he's going to start with a 4-2-3-1, but his own way of starting with a 4-2-3-1, where obviously we know Graham Potter likes to vary his formations in and out of possession and stuff. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting for me. Obviously, going up against Unai Emery is always a it's always a long day, man. This man is a great coach. He's a fantastic coach. I've always rated Unai Emery. Well, not always. I started like really rating him at Villarreal, like because at Arsenal I didn't really know how to judge him. I thought, okay, he needs to go, but Arsenal also had a bad transfer window. That was kind of my thoughts at the time when he got sacked. With Villarreal, I fully saw what he was like in the Europa League in that period of time when he beat Arsenal and Manchester United, his tactics and the way he coaches and stuff. And I thought, yeah, this guy's a good coach. And he was done dirty by Arsenal. But looking at Aston Villa, what he's done there is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing in the Champions League. And they're in another European battle, whether it's top four, top six. For me, if he gets Europe again 3 seasons in a row, there's not many non-Big Six teams that have got Europe 3 seasons in a row. Apart from us, I can't think of anyone. I can't think of anyone that's done that. So credit to him for that if he does get there, and good luck to Villa for the rest of their season, but not for this match because going up against Unai Emery, as I said, West Ham haven't beaten Unai Emery since that 1-0 against Arsenal where Declan Rice scored for Pellegrini in that 18-19 season. Um, Obviously, we didn't face him at Villarreal. We actually didn't face him in his last season at Arsenal. You got sacked. We had to face Lundberg. Um, and at Aston Villa, under the previous two managers that we've had, we haven't beaten him. Last in his first season, we drew at the London Stadium. Then we lost 4-1 at Villa Park. Then we drew at the London Stadium again under Moyes. Then we lost at the London Stadium uh, again with Lopetegui at the very start of the season. We haven't faced him again in the league as of yet. However, we've only just got to the halfway point. But Emery knows how to play against certain type of teams where they're just purely rigid. Now we don't know how Potter's going to set up. I'm assuming it's going to be slightly more attacking, but also he does care about defending as well, like as you should. You can be an attacking manager, have your philosophy out there, and still be somewhat organised in defence. It's about balance, as he said in a press conference earlier today. However, um, my whole thing with this game is, can we be one of the teams for once that has a new manager bounce, that for a couple games just to steady the ship, just to keep the pressure off you, just go and win a couple games, like new manager bounce and all that. I know that's why some Villa fans are kind of afraid of this fixture, but also their record in the FA Cup is just as shit as ours. Apparently they haven't got past the fourth round in a very long time. I can't remember the exact stat, um, but it's something like 5 years or some shit. But I don't remember exactly. But our record in the FA Cup isn't good enough either. Obviously, under David Moyes last season, we lost to Bristol City. I'm pretty sure that was the third round as well, which was awful in itself. I don't care. People were generally trying to blame injuries and the referee for why we lost against Bristol City. Bristol City, by the way. the things people do to make excuses. We lost to a championship side and people tried to blame the ref. Ridiculous, ridiculous stuff. Lots of excuses, lots and lots of excuses. Obviously, the year before, what was the year before? Who did we lose to? That would have been 22-23 season. Man United. We lost to Man United at Old Trafford. We lost to Southampton away before that. All of it has been away from home as well. All of it has been away from home. We let Bristol City get a replay off us at home and drew 1-1. But we lost to Man United. Like a shit Man United team. No, actually, no, it was actually a good Man United team. They got top 4 that season, but we were 1-0 up. We shouldn't have lost that game. We tried to see out a 1-0 lead as we always do. Ben Johnson, disaster class against Garnacho after actually pocketing him for most of the game. He absolutely got fingered, and then we lost the game. Areola, disaster class again, disaster class, etc. That Southampton game was terrible. We rotated, they rotated, and we lost to Southampton's B team. We've had bad records in the FA Cup. Lost to Wigan under Moyes' first reign, losing to Slaven Bilic's West Brom in Moyes' second reign. A lot of it's been David Moyes, but Sam Allardyce also lost to I think he lost to Sheffield Wednesday or some shit. Our record in the FA Cup has been terrible since I've been watching football. I don't remember who we lost to under Avram Grant. It was probably someone shit. But again, this is a cup I always take seriously. This is a cup I will always take seriously. It's a case of, mainly for me, growing up, always been told about West Ham winning those 3 FA Cups and being like, I would love to see a current West Ham team go for it. We haven't really ever gone for it. We haven't even reached the quarterfinals since I've been watching. Since 2009, I've been watching football, properly. This is fucking shit. Our record in the FA Cup is absolutely bollocks, bro. It's fucking shit. Again, I don't know if Tadimo's fit for this game, so having to put up with Mavropanos, yes, against Ollie Watkins, who hasn't been great this season, and I find very overrated. But however, Ollie Watkins against Mavropanos is still a worry. It's still a worry. It's just night and day. It's a case of Mavropanos needs to step up. New manager, you ain't got any excuses. Same with Alvarez, same with Paquetá, same with Kudus, same with any player. Every player needs to step up. I would like to see Emerson back. Hopefully Emerson is back as well. Obviously, he failed a late fitness test for the Man City game, and after the way Vladimir Soufal played against Savio last week, I don't want to see Soufal play again, to be completely honest with you. But there you are. I would also hold on. I would like to bring something up as well. Actually, no, I'm going to bring it up another time. We're going to talk about it another time. But there was a report about Lopetegui that I was going to talk about on why, and it kind of justifies what I was seeing and what I've been saying all along throughout this season. But we don't need to talk about that right now. We're talking about Graham Potter's West Ham. Obviously, he's only had 1 training session, so I don't really expect him to get his philosophy along. I don't expect him to get all the information. I think all he's probably going to do today is be like, listen, we've got 1 training session for the FA Cup tomorrow. The odds are against us. We're away from home. However, outrun them, sort of thing. Do all the passion match and stuff. Do all the work off the ball. You got to just work off the ball. Stay concentrated, and keep yourself within the game. Don't fuck up in the first 10 minutes of the game, please. Can we not concede early this time, please? Can we please not concede early? That would be nice. That would be nice. So I think that's the kind of things you would be saying if I'm being 100% real. When it comes to Aston Villa, I rate a lot of their players. Just looking from the opposition point of view, I like Boubacar Kamara. I'm happy for him that he's come back from injury a few months ago, and hopefully he can stay fully fit, because I generally think he's one of the best deeper midfielders in the league. Just on a half turn, tackling wise, positionally, passing, he's one of the best in the league in my opinion. Onana's proven me wrong. I always used to hate on Onana and call him heavily overrated. However, proven me wrong. I still don't really think he's the perfect profile for Unai Emery's system, but he's done really well, the physicality aspect as well. Ross Barkley stepped up, obviously, against Leicester last week. He can probably step up against us. He loves a game against West Ham. They've already flipped Jaden Philogene to Ipswich. I mean, fair play. Good business, I guess. Players like Matty Cash, always dangerous going forward. and can do a job, obviously, as a right back, just defending as well. Can get ripped at times, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying he's perfect, but that should be an interesting battle with Somerville players. I would like to see Somerville keep his spot, and as he should, because Bowen's injured, so I'd imagine he would. I don't want to see. But one thing I'm going to say about this year, listen, I like Graham Potter as a coach. I didn't think this was the perfect appointment, but I think it's a good fit, as the phrase keeps going on. Even he says the phrase "good fit." Um, One thing I will say, if I do see Mohamed Kudus or Lucas Paquetá on the left, I am going to question this man instantly. Um, I need to see you actually get the best out of these players. I need you to see that Paquetá should be played deeper. I need you to see that Kudus should be only playing in the middle and on the right if Bowen is injured. I should only see Bowen on the right and only up front if there's injuries involved. Um, that's the way. Those are the three players that I still believe in when it comes to getting the best. When it comes to how can West Ham get back to the levels that we should be. And to be honest, ever since we've had like a Lucas Paquetá, like I still think he's a talented player, by the way. Um, we haven't fulfilled any form of potential that any West Ham squad has fulfilled. He wanted these players. Like Moyes wanted his players, he got his players. Lopetegui wanted his players, he got his players. Now Potter's got to deal with both. Potter's got to deal with the discrepancies of both managers' poor decision making when it comes to squad management, when it comes to squad planning in general. So good luck to him on his first day. Like I expect like players that have played well already, like a Max Kilman. I know he didn't play well against City, but him in general with Wan-Bissaka as well. I expect them to go up a level. It's going to be interesting to see. Obviously, we see Wan-Bissaka play well in possession for Lopetegui. Can he play well in possession against a manager that actually wants to play on the ball a lot more? Is Potter going to go slightly more pragmatic as we've seen him do before? We've seen him do it before with Brighton before, where he's gone slightly pragmatic, and he is kind of a pragmatic manager, but like that still likes to play possession-based football, um, which I don't mind as long as your ideas are clear and they can get through to the players, which has been a clear problem for forever at West Ham. I feel like we finally have a good coach, but let's see if it translates. Let's see if it translates because it just feels like every time we go after a new reign, it doesn't work out. I've got a lot of reasons to be positive, I guess. Obviously, we're doing a watch along tomorrow, and I should be looking forward to watching the game. But the guys only had one training session, so much as I'm free of Lopetegui, but I'm not exactly the most excited for tomorrow because I want to win this game so bad, man. I just want to win this game, so then the next time we prepare for the FA Cup, hopefully we look like a better Premier League team or better more cohesive team in general. I'm not expecting instant results, as I said, but just I want to see the outline of what you're trying to do. I want to see a little bit. I will be patient, though. I will be patient because I don't think we're going to get relegated. So you kind of got free reign to do what you want, in my opinion. But make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're new. Join me at 10 p.m. with Prime. We're going to discuss, everything to do with the Premier League clubs and the FA Cup. Mainly the Premier League clubs, I guess, because there's a lot of news. Transfer news and all that stuff as well, but also the FA Cup. And join me for the watch along tomorrow at 7:45 at UK time. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, trying to hit 1K this year. At GVO Mikes if you want to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. And I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.